Hello everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about structural and change-based testing. Structural testing. Every time a system is developed, you test it to verify that the system not only works as expected, but also as efficiently as required. To help in this, we have the concept of test objectives and test types. The test objectives will define which test types are used, like functional testing, non-functional testing, structural testing, or regression testing. Whereas each test type will specify the test objectives specific to that particular type of test selected. In functional testing, we verify what the functional specification says. Since functional testing does not concentrate on what actually works inside the system and only focuses on what it actually does, it is also referred to as black box testing. Structural testing, on the other hand, concentrates on the inner architecture and working of the software application. Due to this reason, it is called as white box or glass box testing. Structural testing is usually performed at lower levels of software development, for example, at component or code level or integration level, also known as hierarchy level. In structural testing, the internal system design is considered and testing is based on the logic of the application code. Whereas in functional testing, the testing is based on the requirements and its functionality. For example, if a data object is to be tested, functional testing tests the working of the data object, and structural testing verifies if the data object has specific fields with correct field types inside the code. Hence, in structural testing, you should have the knowledge on the internal working of the application and the code. To have a thorough testing, you should execute areas such as branches, statements, conditions, decision code, etc. There are various ways to implement structural testing. These are called white box testing techniques. White box testing techniques can also be implemented at various levels such as component, integration, and system. At component level, we test the code itself, such as the statement and decisions. At integration level, the testing would focus at module level, such as a procedure calling another procedure. At system level, the testing would focus at a system as a unit. For example, a business process or a web page structure. Next, we shall look at change-based testing and different types of change-based testing. Testing is carried out at every stage of the development to find defects. This is to ensure the application is defect-free and works as specified. Every time you find a defect and fix or debug it, you need to retest the defect or re-execute the test cases that had initially failed. The defect is found to be fixed only when it passes the retest. This type of testing is called as confirmation testing or retesting. Confirmation or retesting itself doesn't guarantee a bug-free application. After a bug fix is done or some enhancement to an existing application is implemented, we need to ensure the original functionality of the application doesn't change. Hence, a system or application that has undergone changes due to bug fixes or enhancements needs to be tested again to ensure none of its original or existing functionality was modified unintentionally. Testing is carried out to check the system works as expected. This type of testing is known as regression testing. Like retesting, regression testing also involves execution of existing test cases that were executed before. However, confirmation testing is performed on items that were failed last time when they were executed to ensure that the developers have fixed the defect, whereas regression testing is executed to ensure the previously working parts of the system have not affected due to the introduction of bug fixes or enhancements. While performing regression testing, organization usually identifies a set of test cases at each level and maintain a test suite. Since some of the test cases can be used every time, these test cases can be used for automation. The regression test cases perform an overall testing of the most important functions of the application. Regression testing is carried out every time software is updated or environment is changed. It is important to maintain and update the test suite whenever the application is updated or changes to the application is done. Hence, every time a new feature is added to the application, new test cases are added based upon the changes, and older test cases are also removed if they are no longer valid. Unlike other type of testing, regression testing can be carried out only at the very end after the last code change has been done. If you have sufficient time and resources, you can repeat all the test cases in the regression test suite. You should also be able to find all the important regression bugs. But it is not always possible to repeat all the test cases, especially if the system is large and complicated. In such cases, you can repeat only some test cases. Thank you. Hope you have understood what structural and confirmation testing is. Thank you for watching this video. Please do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Till then, happy testing!